Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to one of our ranking videos where I sit down in front of a mic and I rank the ships that you guys send me, but if I was going to bring this series back, I had to do it with style. And I had to do it on Valentine's Day because it just felt appropriate. But in order to properly get this video to you, I had to bring in backup. I had to bring in my boy, CUCHALLAIN from DONGHUA Reviews.
Hey, folks, I'm here with JoJo Talks Too Much.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. That's a really good, cadence. It sounds awesome. What up, guys? I'm CUCHALLAIN. I talk about Donghua, Chinese cartoons, but real Chinese cartoons.
All right, I have ranked them not necessarily by order. I have everybody just kind of going in alphabetical order of the people who submitted ships. I picked out 20, not so much of the best, but just ships that I figured we would likely recognize. And without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and get right into it. The first ship of the video comes from @BreeBreeVanG, and they say, Kyo and Toru from Fruits Basket.
A.
You give it an A?
No, sorry. I'm just saying A.
A, is it like A?
That's a straight S for me. I liked this
S.
ship. I never watched the new version of Fruits Basket, but I always loved Kyo and Toru together when I watched the original.
I went on a real roller coaster with Kyo and Toru, because at first I was like, ooh, no, I don't ship it. I was like a Yuki Toru guy for a while.
Yeah, because Yuki's so sweet at the beginning.
Yuki's the sweetest, and like he totally, like it seems like Yuki's totally into Toru. But as the show, I'm gonna vaguely, I won't spoil like the big season 1 ending, but it's in the original if you've seen it.
Is it what I'm thinking of where a transformation happens?
Yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. I won't get into that, but I will say that Yuki just seemed, and again, slight spoilers, but he seemed to like just not be as into Toru like romantically after a certain point. And I stopped shipping Yuki Toru and was all aboard Yuki Hatsuharu, because that's the real good ship right there. But with Kyo and with Kyo and Toru, I really grew to love these two together. Now, keep in mind, I've only seen like the new current anime. I haven't read the manga, haven't seen the original, and I adore these two. So I would give it. If I didn't see the finale, I would have given it an A, but I genuinely feel like after that finale, I have to give it an S.
That's exactly where the first season of the anime ended as well. And so it is just kind of ingrained to anyone who watched the originals version, because they never continued that after the first season. They're like, oh, it's such a big climactic moment for these two. I guess they'll end up together. But then, the manga goes on for like volumes and volumes.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, like I guess some other stuff happened in between. Yeah, so fun times. This next ship is submitted by someone named @CUCHALLAIN, and they say,
Trashy name.
I know, and I am going to butcher these. They are Lanwan Ji and Wei Wuxian from Modao Zushi. Definitely said that wrong.
Oh yeah. Wang Xian, Lan Wangji, and Wei Wuxian from Modao Zushi. S plus, triple S, ultra rare, ultra instinct, best ship ever. plus ultra instinct ship. I have to give it, and this is going to be controversial, but I'm gonna give it a B. Ooh. Only because the ship alone is strength, but I don't know enough about it. So I feel like once I really get into it, then it will grow to be an S. But I'm going to give it a B for now, because all I've seen is the fan art that I really enjoy. The fan artists of this one are amazing. And I mean, it's so good. It's been novel, manhwa, audio drama, donghua, which is a Chinese animation, live action drama. The audio drama has been taken to Japan and Korea, and the manhwa and drama have been taken to Korea. People fucking love this one.
This is like a top tier ship. I think even if I give it a B, like know that it would eventually grow to be an S after I eventually get around to giving Modao Zushi its 4th chance.
Yeah, he's literally seen the first 3 episodes, so he's never seen them actually interact properly.
Yeah, I've only seen them like give like the like longing look at the end of I think episode 1 or no, at the end of episode 2. Like that look.
When they first see each other and it's like, oh, they want to fuck. Well, one of them definitely wants to fuck. The other one jokes about it.
Exactly. Like that was just like, okay, that's okay. Interesting. I'll give it a chance, I promise. This next ship comes to us courtesy of @D_evil, and they submit the GOAT, the legend, Kuji Yuki.
You son of a bitch.
What's your rating?
I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 10, an F minus. I don't know what you call that. Divide it by 0.
I give it an S. Top tier, best ship. I actually wrote a fan fiction about this ship, and that is not a joke.
And it was disturbing.
That's a throwback and a half.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on your channel will even remember this, but I fucking hate Kaji Yuki. I'm so glad that I don't have to hear him much anymore. And do we have to re-record this because I hear a very loud squeaking noise?
I hear a truck.
Yeah, it's a truck backing up.
That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave it in just because it's funny.
God damn it. That's exactly what this ship is. It's a fucking dump truck piece of shit ruining everything.
No! It's an
Kaji Yuki never changes his voice. He always just does that same scream every damn role he's in.
Do you see this? Do you see this tsundere love for one another? It's adorable. S tier. Moving along, we have @Deep Not That Deep, and they submit JoJo and the YouTube comment section. D, because sometimes there's occasional nuggets of gold that make me laugh because they're so mean that they kind of transcend being jerkish and just kind of come off as really funny. And but for the most part, nah. I'm really over the YouTube comment section. Ooh, how I loathe it. That said, like, comment, subscribe.
I feel like it's a tsundere romance that's developing.
You think it's very Kuji Yuki?
It's not that at all. But it is very passive-aggressive tsundere kind of thing where, like, the YouTube comment section is just trying to break down your spirit a little bit just so that you'll say yes when it asks you to butt fuck. It's my assumption.
But I'm ace.
Doesn't matter.
One day it will win. No, it will never win. I should clarify, like, we're kidding. There's a lot of good in my comments. There's a lot of, like, wonderful people in the community. But it's just, like, the YouTube comment section, I don't know why, brings out such negativity. And it just bums me out. Moving along, we have @ElusiveFangirl, and they submit Ashen Ag from Banana Fish.
Well, come on, that's a straight S. You didn't even have to put up the picture. That's a pure S.
I didn't even put the picture in Discord. Ashen Ag, come on now. They're absolute S tier. I did put this in though because I wanted to establish if I ever do collabs again for the rating your ships, which I hope to do, and maybe bring Ku back in for a couple other ones as well. You can submit previous ships as well. Like, if it was only me who rated them, like, I want the other person to have the opportunity. Although I kind of knew what Ku's rating for this was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, the only ship that tops this one is Ash and Papadino, so...
No.
Papadino!
No, moving on.
That was a fun anime, but yeah, let's move on from that shit.
Moving on, we have the next ship from @iLovely, and they submit the GOAT, Tifa and Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. You don't like Tifa and Cloud?
I'll give them an S rank, but you know how I feel about both of these characters.
Well, you like Tifa, don't you?
I like Tifa. I don't like the fact that she settled for Cloud. Fuck Cloud.
What? She didn't settle for Cloud.
No, you're right. She obsessed over Cloud for her whole life, even though he's a whiny crybaby bitch. Search your heart, JoJo. You know it to be true.
No, he's such a good lad. He's a good lad who went through a lot of stuff. It's a beautiful story. The whole series is a beautiful story about.
He's such a good lad. He had to pretend to be someone else who's actually a good lad and try to steal his girlfriend.
I will rain fire and fury. Tifa
was a living legacy, and he even fucked that up.
Tifa and Cloud are an S rank. I love them. They are great.
Them together. They are an S rank.
I love them together. They're so good. I think they're one of those. They're like the ideal couple to me, where I'm like, they're good on their own, although Ku would disagree. They're good characters on their own, but when they come together, they like help each other in the areas where the other one is lacking. They lift each other up. They make each other better. I really, really love Tifa and Cloud a lot. Like, this was the ship when I was growing up.
I mean,
like,
that's why I have to give them the S rank, because I mean, everything that goes on between them, the freaking Kirito level stuff that goes on. The ending of the game is just literally, I'm not even going to spoil it, but yeah, it's just him grabbing her and lifting her up and shit, literally.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's a good ship. It's just I don't like
something.
Cloud.
I
they better fix Cloud in the remake. Continue.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry. I just realized something. There is going to be people, and this is not a knock. The games are old, but there are going to be people who experience these characters and this ship for the first time this year. Like, it's likely that the remake will be a lot of people's first interactions with FF7.
Never felt more like a boomer.
I know. I was like, that makes me feel old, but I'm also like excited. I'm really curious to see how people react to a lot of these relationships, because
there must have been a lot of people who felt like that with Fruits Basket as well, where it was like, oh, a whole new generation get to see this.
Yeah, this game has so many different characters that are like so solid on their own, but there's also like a decent amount of ships here as well. So I'm kind of curious to see how the whole shipping game changes when FF7 Remake finally drops. Moving along, we have at KJ Creed, and they submit the true OTP endgame ship from My Hero Academia, Deku and hospital beds. S tier.
Yeah, I'll give that an S tier. Deku doesn't deserve anyone else. So.
No, yeah, Deku belongs with hospital beds. Hospital beds are there for Deku when nobody else truly is.
Nobody else understands him.
Exactly, nobody understands him quite like hospital beds. Deku, my boy, will you stop breaking your damn bones? Yeah,
seriously, at some point, it's not going to heal. Like, not all injuries make you stronger.
Yeah. You gotta stop this, my boy. This has gotta stop. At Kisachan94 submits Axel and Roxas from Kingdom Hearts.
I don't hate this. I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C rank.
C. So you think it's okay?
I think they were very cute in Kingdom Hearts 2 when you didn't know too much about them, and then like when Kingdom Hearts did Kingdom Hearts and just kept expanding. Like, other things happened that kind of bring them apart. But yeah, they were a pretty cute ship back when Kingdom Hearts 2 happened and everyone was still shipping all of the ships.
If you had asked me prior to Kingdom Hearts 3, I would have said that it has lost a good chunk of its luster, you know? Because I'm like, I just don't really feel it from Axel's end as much. Like, if anything, I'm more into Axel and Saïx at this point. Like, but this ship is like was my first real, and I blame mostly the organization, but it started with Axel and Roxas, was my first real realization that I was a Fudanshi. Was
God.
I think that was a lot of people realized they were either Fujoshi or Fudanshi because of Kingdom Hearts 2 and the organization. And Axel and Roxas played a big part in that.
That was the first time the Western fandom really exploded into that, because suddenly you had people at conventions going around shipping themselves with other cosplayers and bringing out the yaoi paddles, if you remember those.
Oh my god, the yaoi paddles. Wow,
oh god.
That's a throwback and a half.
How old we are.
I know, jeez. Getting old. That said, I have to give them I'm gonna give it an A. I give it an A because at the end of the day, I do think that Roxas works best with Naminé, just because they have more history, their personalities match each other really well, and they're basically, I guess, spoilers if you somehow haven't gotten into Kingdom Hearts yet, they're basically Sora and Kairi. So, like, kind of. So, like, they're born from them. So I like I guess, like, symbolic nature of that ship, that like they mirror Sora and Kairi.
Yeah, it's kind of like the lost soul thing again, where it's like these two souls will always find each other.
Yeah, like they always, like, Roxas and Naminé will always find their way back to each other, and I think that's really sweet. And but that said, Axel and Roxas will always have a place in my heart. And I do think that Axel kind of pines for Roxas a little bit. Like, because just like he he pines for Roxas, and he really like, I like that, like the Roxas, Axel, and Shion, like that trio is fun, and I like that.
That throuple was awesome.
Yes. I really dig those three. But yeah, I have to give it an A. It'd feel weird not to.
Give it a C. Like, I didn't get into the Kingdom Hearts shipping too much back then. I just saw a lot of other people doing it.
That's fair. Moving along, we have at No For Nothing, and they submit Izaya and Shizuo from D.
S rank.
What?
S rank.
Why? Explain
This is
yourself.
my kind of ship. This is the classic they hate each other, but they also want to fuck each other thing. Where it's like, I don't think it would ever actually happen. I do think they are genuinely enemies. It's not one of those things where it's going to build up into a relationship. But at the same time,
you almost made me spit up my
coming
tea.
from like my Dojin world, I like the idea of them trying to beat the shit out of each other, and eventually they just kind of think, this is kind of fun. I kind of enjoy this. Let's have more fun.
The next ship comes from at Rohan Rogue, and they say Jian Chen and Happiness from Modao Zushu. I think I said that right.
Oh, S rank.
S rank. Explain.
Zhang Cheng. Zhang Cheng is such a good boy. The Zhang family is who Wei Wuxian was adopted by. So Wei Wuxian, the main character that wears all black, was raised by his family.
Okay.
And when they first came together, like, Wei Wuxian was treated as this sweet, innocent child and given all the attention and all the toys and all the love. And Zhang Cheng, since this is like old school Chinese family, he was raised to be the head of the family. So his dad would like hug Wei Wuxian and not hug Zhang Cheng and tell Wei Wuxian how awesome he is. And when it came to Zhang Cheng, it was like, keep doing your goddamn schoolwork, son.
Damn.
He had a very harsh life, and then literally everyone died. I wouldn't even call that spoilers. That's one of the things that gets dropped in the first episode, is that everybody thinks Wei Wuxian killed that whole family after they raised him.
Yeah.
Zhang Sheng had a very bad life, man. He deserves love. He deserves happiness. He never has a woman, mainly because his sister was the best woman in that world. And so he judges everyone based off of it. Literally, they ask him what his ideal woman is, and he basically describes his sister, but not in a creepy, incestuous way, just in a, she was the perfect woman, and I'll never find a woman to match her kind of way.
Like, in the sense, like, this is my barometer for what is a good partner.
Yes,
like,
literally in the sense where it's like, this was the perfect woman. If another woman cannot match this, why would I settle down with her? And he also has a bunch of dogs and raises his nephew, since he's the only one left of his family. Oh, it's so fucking sweet.
I'm sorry. So he's
S rank. He deserves happiness.
He's that character who's like, oh, he's handsome. He has a stable job, and he likes puppies. Like, he's that guy.
He likes puppies. He raised a kid by himself. He's rich as fuck. Everybody wants to be with him, but he's also a bit of a psycho sadist too. Not bad psycho. He's only a bad psycho sadist for Wei Wuxian, since, you know, the whole killing the family thing.
I think I'm like, the only thing I know about this character is that I think I know what he ultimately becomes. I think.
Maybe.
But I will say that, like, it sounds like he deserves happiness. So I'm going to give this, like, I'm going to hesitantly give this, like, an A. I'm going to say, like, yeah, it's close to perfect, but I don't know if maybe my opinion would stand the test of time. But everybody deserves to be happy, unless you're the bad guy in a story, in which case, screw you.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is definitely one of those stories where everybody's kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. Except for Lan Wangji. Lan Wangji's all good.
Nice. Okay, so the penultimate ship. We got one more after this, but here we go. At Weird Whimsicott says, Michaela and Yuichiro from Seraph of the End.
Oh, Mikayu.
This is like a classic right here. I'm not a big Seraph of the End fan, but I like Mikayu quite a bit. I'd give it like a B.
Give it like an A. I mean, yeah, same for me. I'm not massively into Seraph, but just I remember their storyline where they were friends and they got recruited into opposite sides, and yeah it's cute.
And
They should be together.
Shoutouts to the gay sky, because that's where this comes from.
Oh.
Yep, the gay sky.
Wasn't the first gay sky, but yeah, that's definitely one of the first gay skies.
It is one of many gay skies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's not important.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You know who you are. The final ship of the evening comes from @WorstWaifu and they say Haruhi and Kyon from Haruhi Suzumiya. I have to give this one an S? Yes. I'm gonna give it an S. I know you're mad. I have to give it an S. They're the best. I love them. They're the best ship in that show. You're mad, I can tell.
They're a C. They're decent.
Ooh, wow, that difference. That's how we're ending? Like a C versus S difference? Dang.
Look, man, Haruhi is a goddess. She can be with literally everyone at the same time or no one, and who gives a fuck. Kyon, on the other hand, I would ship Kyon with either one of the other ones. I would ship him with Yuki Nagano. I would ship him with Mikuru. I don't like him and Haruhi. To be fair, Haruhi was one of the first tsunderes that ever pissed me off. And I feel like it works with her character because she's God. She can do what she wants.
Yeah. On that note, everybody, that is going to wrap up today's Rating Your Ships. I don't know if I will include all of them because I don't want this video to be like an hour long. We will see. I will pick the best ones. We will see.
Yes.
What was your favorite, Ku?
Talked too much. Wang Xian. I suggested it.
That's fair. All right, everybody, that is it for this Rating Your Ships video. Thank you guys for submitting all the different ships, and thanks to Ku for joining us. Ku, go ahead and plug your channel.
I'm CUCHALLAIN. I said this at the beginning, but I talk about Chinese cartoons in a variety of different ways. Sometimes it's reviews, sometimes it's episodic reviews if I really like the series, but mostly it's just overall series reviews and discussion videos and video essays. So yeah, if you're at all interested in Donghua or Chinese animation, come over and visit us. We like talking about it, and we're kind of moving on from the otaku life. We're getting old now.
Getting old. And that's how I'm going to end it, with us feeling old. And with that said, that is a wrap on today's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then go ahead and hit that like button, maybe even consider sharing the video around on the internet, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around and see more content from me. And if you do, be sure to click on that bell icon so that you'll know immediately when a new video of mine comes out, and if you want to go above and beyond, then consider checking out our Teespring store and grabbing yourself a mug, or checking out our Patreon page, which really helps support the channel. And speaking of our Patreon page, I want to give a big thank you to those of you who support the channel over on Patreon. Andrew W., Calvin A., Crowbar of Irony, Daniel G., Digger the Fox, Emily, Ionos, Urza, Ginkotaku, Godzilla Fan, No For Nothing, Maria Teresa, Marshall B., Mirth Mouser, Cell, Shadow Creative, Stephen G., Sakochi, Tristan G., and Veridin. A huge thank you to all of you who support this channel over on Patreon, and if you too would like to join the T Squadron, then be sure to check out the link in the description to check out our Patreon page and get access to our Patreon exclusive Discord for as little as $1 a month. And with all that said, I want to once again thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and if you are feeling stressed out today, then you go have yourself a warm cup of tea, and I will talk to you all again real soon.